Hello folks, how's it going out there in YouTube land? Hey, just thought I'd share a couple things with you guys about buying property and just give you my personal testimony and some of the things that I've learned in buying land. I happened to buy some cheap land that was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. And I mean, if you're into living in the middle of nowhere, it's easy to find cheap land, I suppose. But there's a few ways you can look for it. Now here I've typed in Land Central because basically that's where I bought my land, and I can give you a few tips on buying from this particular site, and it's a legitimate site, I can tell you that. I own my land free and clear now, got the property deed and everything. I did pay high interest rates for the land, and but to me that didn't matter. All I wanted was some land, because where I was living in California, it was just too expensive. I couldn't afford it. There was no way I could ever afford it. And so I began to look online for land that was affordable. And so basically the first piece of land that I thought I would buy, that I did wind up actually putting a down payment on, because that's kind of how Land Central works, was a piece of property in Oregon. And let's just hit the search button here and see what we can find here. So it looks like they have like four choices here. You know, they got the investor packs and new properties and the foreclosures. This site has grown quite a bit since I've last been here. Here at the bottom, you notice there's all of these different places you can look, you know, that you might want to buy land. Now, like I said, I was from California, and I originally started looking for land in California. But but I did wind up finding this piece of land in Oregon, to get back to what I was talking about. And it was actually a pretty nice piece of land. It was timbered. It was right there at the California-Oregon border, just on the Oregon side, there in Klamath County. And the land looked pretty good to me. But once I started looking, I went to the planning department, and I gave them, told them exactly where my land was and what it would take to build and everything. And coming to find out, it wasn't real builder friendly. I would have had to own, I think it was like 60 acres or something like that. I forget the exact amount of acreage, but I had just put a down payment on the 10, and I couldn't imagine having to get 50 more acres to be able to build. And plus, when I was looking around, I asked a few people in the neighboring area, just kind of dropped in, banged on their door, and just told them who I was and what I was doing there, and asked them about, their well and how deep their wells were. And the everybody that I spoke to that was nearby me, their wells were at least 600 feet deep. And I thought, well, the cost of drilling a well, that's gonna be significant. So we actually just passed on that one. And the nice thing about Land Central was you just default on your payment, and they just literally just they don't charge you any fees or nothing. They just keep your down payment. And I put the down payment on before we looked at it. We went and looked at it. I checked into it, and it was like only $300 down payment. And then later I found the land that I'm on now, and I didn't buy that right away. I actually came up to Montana and I purchased the land, and then, I saw the land and then I purchased it. And so I've been real happy with it. The water was right at about 80 feet, and it's been real. It's worked out good for me. So let me see here. We're going to search Montana, just an example. Now, they don't always have land in every state, and they don't always have land in areas that you would be, probably willing to live in. So, with something like Land Central, you have to. It looks like they've gotten a map here, of all the land that they have available. So let's do some expansion on this. And like I said, they've done a lot of work on this website since I've last been on it. So, they've got a piece in Wyoming. It looks like we just click on the pieces here and then check them out as we go. Got quite a bit up here in Northern California, a few down here. I can almost tell you where this one looks like it's, what's that one? This one's in Kern County. Now that's probably on the back side of Isabella there. I'll bet you $1. And 2.5 acres, mostly flat, 12,000. So you can get 2.5 acres out there by the lake. It looks like, I'm not exactly sure that's where it's at, but I bet it is for $12,000. So pretty affordable stuff. Up here, it's pretty dry, pretty cold. Not as cold as where I'm at, but this is Siskiyou County, sloped, 0.28 acres. So that's it's residential zoned. You'd have to look into some of these. I would never move back to California. This looks like it's up by Elko. Yep, Elko County there, mostly flat, Nevada. 2 acres, $5,000. I think the building is pretty friendly up there. Where I'm at, actually no building permits are required. I sort of like that. Let's check out this one here in Wyoming. We got 40 acres for $36,000. That's just a little under $1,000 an acre. That's down there by Cheyenne or something in Sweetwater County. Probably not too bad of a place, but it's real flat. It's going to get cold, probably windy. Up here in Minnesota, you got, extreme cold probably. So, if you're from some of these areas, that would be fantastic. Here we got some in New Mexico, some in Arizona. Let's check this one out. I'm not real familiar with Arizona. This is in Pinal County, $8,000 for 0.19 acres. It seems like a lot of money for a little bit, but anybody can make, anybody can afford $5,000 with payments, especially the way they do it, because you put like a $200-300 down, $200 or $300 a month, sometimes as low as $100 a month for some of these properties. Let's check down here, just north of this must be Texas somewhere. 19,000 for 32 acres. Not too bad, but right there on the border. I'm guessing it's probably pretty desolate. Probably a lot of tumbleweeds out there. You got some over here in the eastern states. But anyways, this is something you guys could go through. And another site, we should just pop it up here real quick, is Zillow. Now, they don't have the financing on Zillow like that's what I liked about Land Central, was they had the ability to, to finance you. And they had that whole system set up, and it was really nice. It was like, if you could find a good piece of land on Land Central, go for it. Like, go for it, seriously, because it is so worth it. They treat you really good there. They've got it squared away. All right, so real estate, apartment, mortgages. So a lot of the things on Zillow, at least in my area, are all owner financed. And sometimes you can work out a deal with people that way. Let's try a zip code here. And you can see how outrageously expensive some of the stuff is. $725 or $725,000 for 4-bedroom bath, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, probably 1,800 square feet. I don't know, maybe 4-bedroom, 1-bath. Who knows? Yeah, this is out by my neck of the woods, and actually, I know the exact place that is. It's a nice place, but $725. Wow. Property's really gone up around here. That's the other thing too. I was kind of lucky. I kind of, as they say, fell in the outhouse, come out smelling like a rose, because I don't know squat about land, and I just happened to buy it in an area that was growing really rapidly, and it worked out good for me, because now my land is worth quite a bit more than what I purchased it for, and that's ideally what you want, but you can't always find that. It's just nice to just get a nice piece of land, even if even if it doesn't go up in value. At least you're not paying rent. But here's 20 acres, $25,000. It's not too bad. This is Pole Gulch Road. I know exactly where that's at. Kind of steep, so a lot of your acreage would be on a hill, but that would depend. Here's 10 acres for $29,000. And so on and so forth. So quite a bit of stuff for sale. This has all gone up quite a bit too over the years. Here's another 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,300 square feet, $425. Outrageous. And then this one right here for $39,500 is just right up the road from this one, and it's and we're talking 10 acres for $40,000, which it was way more than it was worth 10 years ago, but. It is what it is. It's still affordable for some people, and especially if you could work out a deal. A lot of these people want 20% down, so you can do the math on that. It's $28 million. Oh boy, where's this at? 10,000 square feet. Cottonwood Road. I have no idea, but that looks like one heck of a place. Still, $20 million. Yeah, I don't think so. But here's a place. 10 acres, 23,000. 10 acres, 23,000. Same thing. Kind of gives you a little plot map. You got to be careful. Any of these areas that you buy, this actually looks like it's on quite a hill right here. There might be some buildable areas right here. Let me see, where is this at exactly? Broken Creek Road. Oh, that's up my neck of the woods. Oh, yeah, that's going to be super steep because that's way up the hill. And, yeah, you don't want that. So, anyways, just to give you a run through, and, you know, you got to do your own homework, but it is available. It's out there. All you got to do is do the work, and don't expect the Taj Mahal or anything like that. You know, you get what, you know, you get what you pay for a lot of times. And I guess getting around to what I was trying to say, you know, with enough gumption, you know, you can almost make anything livable or workable. But you know, of course, on the other hand, you don't want to get in too deep on something that's way over your head either. So, but for a fellow like myself that, you know, is kind of a do-it-yourselfer that's able to get out there and you know, and I was able to nail some boards together and kind of make a house. And you know, I mean, it's taken me 10 years to do what I've done, but it's all been out of pocket. I own every bit of it, which is awesome. And I don't have property payments or a mortgage or anything like that. And just property taxes, which I'm hoping are going to go down this year, but that's wishful thinking, right? But the main thing is, you know, just do your homework and make sure that just whatever you're going to buy is what you want, and something, because, you know, we have a nickname for this area up here. You know, we call it the Field of Broken Dreams, because a lot of times people will come up here with big ideas and no means to carry them out. And so you have to kind of make achievable goals, you know, and by doing so, you know, you're not going to set yourself up for disappointment that way. And be, you know, if you're going to do it like I did it, you know, just kind of roughing it. We just sort of just moved out, and we were in tents for a little while. And then, you know, we lived in this little camp trailer, and we were roughing it big time. But we sort of knew what to expect, and we weren't disappointed. We just kept on, and we just poured every dime we had into this place, and eventually it got livable and nice, and, you know, and now I wouldn't live anywhere else. And so I hope that gives you guys some encouragement. And if you like my content, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, share this video, and all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.